there guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Khan, and in this video I'm going to show you the Gladiators Gauntlet. This is the new side quest of September 2023, and in this video I'm going to show you the highest difficulties of day 1, that are tier 4, tier 5, tier 6 and tier 7 exploration. So please watch the whole video and I will give you some tips all along the whole matches. So yes, in this video I will cover up 4 tiers, that are 4, 5, 6 and 7, and a total of 16 fights, because each tier has 4 fights. So yes, choose first of all I went to the Hulk's boss tier, that is tier 4, and first I will give you some tips, that choose or watch all the nodes first of all, then select your champions, edit your champions, then go for the side quest, because this is one time entry guys. If you lose any matches, then you have to spend some revives and units to revive your champions. So please don't make this mistake. I used a little bit of revives, but not so much. So you will see in the video that now I'm checking the whole nodes. What are those? So check all the nodes and take the champions you need, and you can take my suggestions, you can take my hints from this video, and you can take the idea which champions I am taking for the tiers. So this will be easy for you to choose. And yes, that's it guys. Watch the whole video. I will give you some tips all along the throughout the whole fights. So enjoy the video. And if you are new guys, I suggest you that please subscribe the channel. This will motivate me and motivate my work, and yes, this will help me a lot. This means a lot to me. So please subscribe the channel and give this video a like and share this video with your friends and alliance members. Watch my other videos too. Thank you so much. So this was the first match guys, and the first match was against Jagannath, and this was a pretty straightforward match. And yes, you have to do uh, some science champions. You have to take some science champions for that, and I already checked the nodes, so this node was not so tough. But this node says that if you knock down the opponent, then it will be immune for 4 seconds from all debuffs. So that's not so tough, you can easily handle that, and the ratings were not too high also. So these fights will be so easy for you if you're Thronebreaker and if you are Paragon. So this will be a very easy fights for you all guys. And if you're Cavalier, these fights will not be so tough. Just take some boost for your champions, and yes, you will be ready to go. So the notes of the Nick Fury fights were also very easy. I already checked that in the beginning. So yeah, I knew that in in this fight the nodes are Matador, and that is you will gain power when the opponent will throw their specials, and the one that was opponent was more likely to activate special attack 1. So these were very pretty simple nodes, and because you already face these kinds of nodes lots of time, if you are a long time player of this Mcoc, so yeah, that is not so tough and you can do easily. Very easy fight. Just take some mutant champion, or I mistakenly took the Hercules, but he's not that bad, and yes, he performed well. So just baiting him was not that easy as compared to other contents of the game, because here he's not passive at all, and he was knowing all my baits, and still you can bait some intercepts and you can easily defeat him, so you will be good. Then I went for the storm fight, and honestly I didn't check his nodes. mm, I don't know why, because it seems pretty but easy, but yeah, I don't know what are the nodes were, but I took the archangel, so I had no tension about storm, because you can easily defeat her by neurotoxins. And yes, she was not taking any damage, like physically, in the some points of the game at the starting of this match. I don't know why, but yeah, maybe some notes were there. But yeah, she is very pretty easy for the archangel, so I will suggest you that take a debuff oriented champions for her, and you will be good, I think. Okay. Okay, she's down now, and then the boss time, the first boss of this side quest, and that is Hulk. So I will check his nodes first and look at the nodes, guys. Okay, so I'm going to check his nodes, and yes, the nodes are combat power rate, matador. That is, bar, you gain bar of power when the opponent throws their specials. So we fight this kind of matches lots of time, so that is not so hard, but you have to be careful that it is not easy to bait intercepts for these side quests, guys. I think the all AIs were smart, all fights were so smartly done by the AI. And yeah, I mistakenly took some to po. I mistakenly pushed himself the 3 bar of power, pushed him in the 3 bar of power, and yes, I was down in the start, but I had no tension because I had some champions more in my team. So yes, I went for the Joy Fix It, and Joy Fix It. My plan was to give him as bleeds as much as possible, so I think this worked really nice. So I'll suggest you that take some champions which has high ratings and which can give him bleeds, so you'll be good, or any physical damage will be good for him also, that like Hercules. And yes, bait normally in the case of Hercules, and you will be good. So these fights are not so hard, but yes, this was a lengthy fight. Not so lengthy, but it's still more than average. So yes, this is it for the tier 4 difficulty. Now after defeating this fight, my tier 5 difficulty will be open. So I will fight those fights. So now he is down, and look at that. Yeah, look at the rewards. So this is the starting reward of tier 4, and it is showing the threat level 3. Maybe the threat level are divided somehow differently, I don't know about that. So let's see. Yes, these are the simplest rewards. So you can see that my new tier was opened, and yes, I went for that tier, that is tier 5 of Gladiators Gauntlet, and now I'm starting that. And I will take the same approach. I will follow the same method. That is, first of all, I will check the nodes of all the champions, nearly almost all the champions. Then I will take the champions according to that. So here I am checking all the nodes. You can see the first fight was defender is knocked down and auto block thing, like they will gain auto block charge for 10 seconds, but I remember that this was not happening in my case. I don't know why. So you will check that in couple of seconds. Yep. So I nearly checked all the champions, and here I took the champions as per my need. Yes, you can see that. I will take some counters if possible. I am taking the armor break champion, that is CGR for the Colossus mainly. So I don't know he will work or not, but yes, let's see what he was doing, and you will find what he will do. So for the first fight, I just took my Hercules for the fight, and yes, I will bait some intercepts, and I will do some intercepts, then I will do some heavies of course. And yeah, look at that. This was not so tough fight, guys. As you saw that they say that she will gain auto block charge, but she was not gaining auto block charge in the case of Hercules. I don't know how, what was that, but yes, take the high damage champions for her and you will be good. Then I went for the next fight, and this was Cyclops, and it is very straightforward, guys. I just took my tech champion, that is Warlock. So this fight was very easy. Just play normally and you will be good. So now the next fight was with Blackbird, and it is also the very easy fight. And yeah, I take my Hercules for this fight, and yep, this fight was very pretty easy fight. You don't have to think lots of time here, because fight was very straightforward fight. And what do I say, that you will gain some hits, because I already told you that this AI was very smart in this side quest. AI is very smart, that he knows, yeah, AI knows that you are baiting him or her, whatever AI is. And yeah, but you play carefully and you will be good. So look at that, this was very easy match, easy fight. Then I went for the boss, and yes, boss is little, I see, it seems little tricky. So I haven't checked the node, because I already checked the nodes. That was kind of armor up buff related node, that more the armor up buff, more the damage you will take. But I thought that the CGR would work, but it was not working. As you can see that he was taking the damage, and then I pushed him in the SP3, and then I will be dead, but not not so much of problem because I already had some champions in my team, so don't take tension. Yeah, I will suggest you that take Hercules at least in this fight, or take some definite armor break champions. So I quickly reviewed the notes, and this says that yes, each time the defender is struck under the effect of an armor buff, they will power burn the attacker, and each amount of power burn give the damage to the attacker as the amount of armor buff he has. So this is kind of tough node, I will not lie. Yes, it was pretty tough node. Look at that. The warlock is easy counter for Colossus, but here he is not working as well, as I am taking the damage which I didn't want. That if I give the damage to the opponent, I was also taking the damage back. So this was kind of annoying, and yeah, I think the warlock will be dead too, and then I will defeat him with Hercules, I think. Let's check that whole fight. So you check that, right? I took the 0 hits, but still I was dead, and now I went with my Hercules. But I will tell you that, guys, that please be ready for this boss. This boss is not easy, and you have to take really great armor break champions like Medusa. I haven't her as in 6 star, so I can't use her. So you can try Medusa, Vision Arcus, and the champions like that, which can give the armor break to the opponent. I didn't expected that this fight will be so hard, so I didn't focus on the armor break champions much, and I took the CGR, but that didn't work. Yes, but here you can see Hercules can work because he has that immortality. So my revives are saved here again, and yes, you can see the rewards. Then I went for the tier 6 difficulty, which is opened now. The next difficulty was tier 6, and yeah, the boss is, I think, Thor Ragnarok. And yes, so you can see that I am checking all the nodes as I am following the same method. And yes, the nodes are encroaching stun and whatever is that, you can check that all, whatever is that. And yes, I will explain all those things with the fight. So here I went with the scorpion, and because the notes were saying that I can't take that Jane Foster will be very passive, so I wanted to taunt her so that she can throw her specials, because the notes are saying that she will not throw specials easily. So you can take some taunt champions here like Spider-Ham, Scorpion, and the champions like that. And also the other node were encroaching stun, that is every 20 seconds you will gain a stun. So for the counter of that stun, which was very annoying, as you can see, look at that, I stunned for no reason because of nodes. So to counter this stun, you will have to be ready, and you have to build specials and throw the specials in between or before the stun approaches. So this way you can counter that node. Just look at that, I was throwing special, so the nodes were not inflicted on me. But and the right at the time of playing, I couldn't figured it out, but after some matches I figured it out easily. And yeah, that will be not so tough. But here she is the two nodes were making these fights very annoying. Yes, you can see that she defeated me, but that is not so problem because I already have two champions left in my team, so it will work. Then I went for the thing fight, and yes, I have the perfect counter for him. But I will tell you that this thing will not be so easy because he was so aggressive, like you can see here. But you will manage to win. And the same nodes encroaching stun was also here. So this node was very annoying, and this was with this the look at that. To counter this node, I gave him the special because which I didn't wanted earlier. But you will be good if you play carefully. Then the fight with the new OG Iron Man reworked champion. So I already fought him in the event quest. So yes, he was very hard fight that there. So here you can see encroaching stun is the global node, I think, and yep. But now I was prepared for that, and I played really carefully with him against him. So yes, this fight will not be that hard for you if you take any cosmic champion with you. So take any cosmic with you and you will be good for this fight. And then I went for the boss fight, and yes, this fight seems very tricky, and you will get lots of debuffs here from the opponent. Like encroaching stun was a global node, and I was getting concussions and lots of other things. And yeah, the boss was very aggressive. So you can see here, like he is countering my attacks, and you will gain the power burn debuff also. Your power will be burned automatically, so you have to be careful for that also. So lots of things happening at the same time. So this so along, so with inclusion of all that, this fight was a tough fight. Yes, I would say this fight was not easy, because yes, you can see that the damage was not so high, and you are gaining concussion, you are gaining encroaching stun, you have to take care of all the things. But please don't lose hope, and you can do this fight if you have some patience. Just like that, I am getting hits, but I was not losing hope, and I was still trying and trying. Look at that, I again. So you check that, right, that my power has burnt again, and yes, he is gaining power like hell. And yes, this fight was not easy, and yes, he threw the sp3, and now I will be dead for this fight. But no problem, I had more champion in my account, in my team. So even if you can't solo him, there is not much of problem. It happens sometimes. And yes, this boss took my health, and I think this boss took my one revive, if I remember correctly. I was trying hard, but look at the fights, you will know. So I will suggest that take some power burn or power steel champions like Doom for this boss, and I think you will be good. So yes, this fight took my one revive, and yeah, with Hercules, I think I can defeat him easily. But you should take some power steel and power one champions for this boss. So look at the rewards. Your rewards are kind of good, but now the tier 7 will open now, and it is showing lock. But after you complete 3 difficulties, you will gain 1 from the solo objective events from here. As you can see, 1 pass you can get from here. And now I will play the tier 7 difficulty of Gauntlet quest. So I am following the same approach, that is, I am checking the notes and then I will choose my champions. So these notes are kind of pretty simple, but you never know what will happen. So yes, I'm taking the champions. I will take the champions according to them. And boss, for the boss I will take one cosmic champion, one mystic champion, sorry. So yeah, look at that. So for the Professor X fight, you should take ideally the tech champions, but I'm going with Hercules. Yes, this fight can take some time, but yeah, you will be good. So here the notes are that if you passed the if you hit the opponent, you will get furies. So it is stack up to 10, and when you exceeds the 10 furies, you will get some degenerations. So to remove the to counter this node, you will have to give them the heavy attack. So in that way you can cancel out the furies. So use them according to your plan and use them well, so that you can give the opponent more damage, but be careful that you can get degeneration when you exceeds the 10 furies. And other than that, this fight is not so tough. This fight was not so tough, and it is all good, and you will be good, like you can see here. So I'm sorry for the some background noises, guys, because I'm recording this tier fights in the noon according to India. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. And this is the fight with Scarlet Witch, and I took the doom for her. And yes, just hit and give her the heavy attack, so that you can't exceed the 10 degenerations. This is pretty easy and straightforward fight. There will not be much of problem in this fight, so yes, you'll be good. So this red help fight seems pretty annoying, but not so tough. Just his AI was so aggressive, and yeah, I was trying too much, and I was trying to defeat him easily. And yeah, you can easily defeat him if you play carefully. There is not much of problem. Just play carefully and just be careful with the degeneration, and you will be good. Is with Iron Man Infinity War, and I'm taking Hercules for this fight. And yes, this is pretty straightforward fight, because you are you are gaining lots of furies in these fights also. So but the baiting will not be easy, as I already said that. I already told you about that AI is very smart in this side quest, and baiting with Hercules will not be that easy as it happens normally. But whatever is that, just take care of the degeneration and take some cosmic champions for this fight, and Hercules will be very best. So yeah, this fight is pretty straightforward and there will not be much of problem in here. So yes, you can say here that 91k last hit of the SP2. So that's pretty amazing. And now I went for the boss and I will take Doom for her. Let's see what happens. So I think Doom is pretty good for her, but let's see. Just take care of the, okay, his SP1 is unblockable. So what I was saying that just take care of the degeneration and do not exceed the 10 furies and you will be good. Just look at the whole fight and yes guys, if you are watching from the beginning of this video, I'm saying you a big thank you to all. And yes, please subscribe the channel if you are new. I'm very grateful that you are watching, and if you subscribe it will mean a lot to me. So please subscribe the channel guys, and thanks for watching. Yeah, the rewards are kind of good but not so great, but we will see the next days what surprises came along in this side quest. I think the rewards will be better, and the rewards for this tier 7 difficulty was good. I'm not telling you that, but the previous three difficulties were not so much of rewards, but the this difficulty was having some good rewards, and I think we can expect the good better rewards in the further tiers. So this was it guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this video, and please watch my other videos too and share this video with your friends and alliance members, and please subscribe the channel guys, please. Okay, and yes, share this video with your friends so that they can get some help and they can get some ideas about this side quest, so they will help them in their exploration. So thank you so much, have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot guys.